out bubbles when I speak. I'm a freak, because she's received out for me. I'm unique, there is only one of me. I'm complete, so I really don't care what you think of me. I'm a geek.
There we go. Shout out Affinity Bros. Appreciate it. Block. Actually, can one of you shout out Locke as well, and Mountain Nerds while you're at it? What's up, Mountain Nerds? All right, cool. All right, so where?
You're breathtaking.
No, you're breathtaking.
You're all breathtaking.
Every one of you. All right, so where we kind of left off last time, we spent the majority of the time trying to color Oryx. We got quite a bit into him. We colored most of the head, most of the top parts. Music sounds, it's doubling. Is it really? Great. Oh, that's why. Let me know if that fixes it. I think Chunk, unless you entered the fight, it won't show up until it's done. Let me know if that worked, Locke. Awesome. Sweet. Yeah, for some reason, it renamed my headphone output to audio output. So I didn't think I had one, so I added another one. Doubled, of course. All right, so like I said, we ended kind of coloring out Oryx and at really roughly laying out the placement of the panels. So you have Aang, front-facing Aang. You have Aang from the back with the rocks floating around. You have the hands for Aang in the what do you call it? The Shaolin position. And then I was playing around this week with the placement of those, and I found that we needed one more panel in order to kind of flesh things out. So I drew another side view of Aang. All right, so this is what I ended up with. I may or may not keep that. I kind of like it right now. But we have that one. We have his hands. We have Aang's body, and then we have his head. So this is the rough layout of what I'm going to do. I kind of shrunk Aang's head, the panel a little bit, and extended it out to kind of so it could take up the whole bottom, because I think that just makes for a better composition, honestly. Oh, sorry, bud. Sorry, Caleb. The boss scowls. Alright, so I'm going to hide these for right now, and I'm going to continue working on Oryx. Let me move this over so we can so I can use that to dip into the colors. So we were coloring his collar a little bit. I'm going to do an eyedropper, maybe do this just a little bit darker. And I'm going to use this. Hope everybody is having a great week. Like I said, I really enjoyed watching Cross play through Kingdom Hearts for the first time last night and get thoroughly confused. That was the best part. I will say the music on Traverse Town is just awful, just because it goes on and on and on and it never stops. I think it's Traverse Town, right? I think that's that name. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. The boss is victorious. Alright. So let me hide this so I can color in these. Hopefully you guys like that little stream avatar extension. I thought it was cool. Like I said, I was flipping through some art streams earlier this week, and I saw somebody had it, and I just thought it was really cool, man. It was a cool way to chat to interact. And if you are not a sub or a follower of the channel, if you sub or follow, you'll be able to use that extension and have your own avatar. So, oops. There we go. Yeah, I'm definitely going to color his teeth. I'm going to get in here. I'm just laying down the main colors right now. And then I'm going to go in and actually start adding some details, some like high contrast details, that type stuff. So yeah, I'm going to try to make him have some funky teeth. With an F. Funky teeth. I'm going to color this gray too. I feel like that's gray. There's a lot of the pictures that I see for the reference that I tried to use, it's just super dark. You can't really see anything. I'm gonna use this color again. What's up, Snow Spider? How you doing, man? We'll take a break in a little bit, and I'll show you guys something that I've been working on for myself. A lot of you, or not a lot of you, some of you have been asking about the shoes that I do. So I'm actually working on a pair for myself right now. So I'll show you. I'm really excited about it. So I gotta show somebody, but I'll show you those a little bit later when my hand gets tired. So this is kind of like metal, but not really. Thanks for the shout out, Lot, for Snow. So like I said, this is kind of metal, but not really. It's like a beat up metal. So I'm not going to color every single line of this, and it's going to look a little weird. Actually, I'm just going to color strip that. There we go. There we are, right there. Little background music. Yep. There it is. I added some new sound alerts as well, for those of you who are interested and who are Dragon Ball Z fans, which I am one. Alright, let's see. So we're going to just kind of cut this off right here, because this is kind of being touched by the light a little bit, so that'll be a little bit lighter. Thanks for the sax man. Kind of smallish. Uh-oh, I think I know who Doom is. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. I think I know who... Alright.
Krillin, Sensu bean. Sensu bean? Sensu bean. Sensu bean!
Yes. I love that. Now I know a lot of the shadows that we worked on last time are super soft, so I'm going to try to add in some harder shadows, because a lot of his armor is angular, like super angular. So I want to make sure that we can get that, you can get some indication of that. ATLA? What's ATLA? I'm not in a know. Oh, Avatar The Last Airbender. Got it. Sorry. Yeah, I don't think there is. They're actually very limited in the avatars that they have. I was surprised that they had Mortal Kombat, which... They have a ton of Pokemon ones, but it's just like it was way too many. Just a little indication of some shadow. There we go. No, it's all good, man. I do acronyms all the time, and I'm like, it would have taken less time for me to actually tell you what I'm talking about rather than just to say the acronym and then have to explain it. I do that all the time. It's all good, man. Now, for any of you Photoshop gurus out there, if you see me doing something that you're like, dude, there's a way easier way to do that, I know I said I wouldn't change, but I will. So if you see me doing something that is just like unnecessarily difficult, please let me know. I am open for backseat drawing. You know how they say no backseat gaming? Well, by golly, it's backseat driving, backseat drawing in this stream. All right, sorry, Kroger. No. All right, we're gonna turn it down for a sec until I can pay for Spotify, which I'm not at that point yet. I don't have that type of cheddar cheese, man. All right, so let's kind of indicate some of the shadows. Didn't have to be perfect, like I said. It's just you're indicating light hitting an object. So, nope, I don't want a pencil. I want a pen, a brush. There we go. And then the light would hit maybe the edge of this. Maybe the edge. Like some rim lighting. There we go. Sweet. Let me see. When you start mine, I have one tiny ad that I want on it. Sure, man. I'm probably going to start working on that this week, at least just a high level, like, stance. Because I like to come into these things with, like, just a really good idea of what it's going to look like. This, at least the initial drawing. So we have something to work on so you guys don't have to see me thinking. Because that's not good. Yeah, you're too late adding. Alright, so now that I've done that to this, I'm going to actually come in here into this. And maybe, let me see what I want to do here. I'm just going to leave that for right now. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take some of this color and maybe not that bright, but maybe, actually I don't want that saturated. Okay. And then I'm going to hit this. Cross's favorite part of Dragon Ball Z is how long it takes him to power up. Definitely your favorite part, right, Cross? Thank you, Locke. You are awesome. Near and dear to my heart. It was the first anime I ever saw back in the old days of Toonami. It was my first step. Mine too. I think the first anime I ever saw was, believe it or not, it was a Ninja Scroll, which was a pretty intense first anime. But I saw Ghost in the Shell as well, and Sailor Moon. But then, like, I got into I'm gonna hit this edge too. But then I really fell in love with Dragon Ball Z. That was the one that, like, got me. You got me. It was that one. Oops, I went over the line a little bit. There we go. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z was my jam. Toonami, baby. That was awesome. Alright, so we are going to do a little bit of shadow work.
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind.
Did you romance anybody on Mass Effect, Caleb? So my favorite. Okay, let me ask you this, Small, since you are a big Dragon Ball Z fan. Who's your favorite character? Who is your favorite character? Remember watching Sailor Moon was awesome. It had the best intro song. I was gonna actually put it as a sound alert, but I don't want to get copyright struck, so because they have it. That's how I started drawing anime, was drawing Sailor Moon characters. And then somebody introduced me to Neon Genesis when I was in college, and that blew my mind. Oops. Alright, I'm liking the shadows on this. Liking it a lot. I like it a lot. Ooh, my Wacom is screeching over here. That's not good. I really need a new nib, but I don't have a ton of them. Alright, so this is the darkest shadow, so I want it to be that. Internet is being pooped tonight. Well, that's unfortunate, Caleb. That is unfortunate. My internet is poop all the time at work, which is not actually that unfortunate. Just joking, kind of. All right, so normally on metal you have this. It's like an underglow of reflected light. But since this is just nothing but darkness under him, I'm not going to worry about that right now. But I am going to maybe pull another highlight out right here. And I'm going to do a lighter, maybe right here. But I'm going to come in there with a highlight anyway, see, we'll do a little rim lighting. There we go. Actually, I don't like that. It makes it look too confusing. Sailor Moon was my first series. Vampire Hunter D was my first movie. Yeah, that's pretty intense too. All right. I am going to pull this color and color these things so they kind of stand out from the other stuff. Color these lines in too. Vegeta is my favorite, followed by Trunks, Raditz, and Young Goten. Nice. So, full disclosure, I own everything from the original DBZ except the 9th season. So I have not seen anything past that. So, but that being said, my favorite character is Krillin. I just love Krillin, man. I know he dies all the time. I get it. But I don't know. I just feel like he has a ton of heart. Oh man, I really like Krillin. Krillin's a good guy. I do like Trunks though. I do like Vegeta too. Vegeta's a beast. One of the first, I don't know if I would consider it an OVA, but it was the, you know how DBZ has movies. I think there was one called oh, what was it? The World's Strongest, I think was the name of it. And I think it was where Goku fights Vegeta. Vegeta eventually turns to ape form, and then Goku uses the Kaioken attack, which is sweet. But yeah. Krillin also winds up with Android 18. Exactly. And I'll have you know, Akira Toriyama, who is the creator of Dragon Ball Z, says that Krillin is the strongest human on Earth. Fact of the night. Factoid of the night. From the mouth of the horse himself, Akira Toriyama. Akira Toriyama. I don't know why I had trouble saying that. Alright. I'm gonna just color this. He's saying with Chi-Chi available, I have questions. Saw a muscle shirt for sale on the boardwalk today, and it had Vegeta's silhouette. And it said, I'm training to be Goku. Or at least Krillin. That's balled up. Another fun fact for you Krillin heads out there. Sorry, I'm geeking out over here. Krillin is actually not bald. He shaved his head to show his devotion to martial arts. So, there's that. Alright. So I'm going to come in here with a little bit of burn. And I'm just going to tone this down just a tad. Because this is like a flat surface, so there's... And that can come in maybe on the edge. And kind of soften it up a tad, but for the most part, again, this is a flat surface, so there's not going to be any hard, like, hard edges of shadow. It kind of just curves around his shoulder to his chest. So we're just going to kind of do that. And this, actually the light's hitting it from here, so let's shade this. And again, right here. Let's put this in shadow a little bit. No, that doesn't work. Here we go. Fan of Bardock. See, I don't... Bardock. Yes. Bardock is Goku's dad, right? Yeah.
Bless me bagpipes!
That one's for you, Cross. Cross, on a scale of 1 to 10, what rating would you give? Is the dude who voices Scrooge McDuck actually Scottish? That's what I want to know. That's the question of the day. Yes, he is. Good to know. So what we can do is come in here, kind of give these things a little bit of a 3D. There we go. Yeah, but isn't he a duck? He's got a whole movie that follows the events leading up to the destruction of planet Vegeta. Oh, sweet. I didn't know that. What's up, Raven Knight? Rip. That was an honest question, man. I didn't know. And I figured, you know, you would know.
Want to know the secret to making sure everything...
No, I don't. I don't want to know that secret, Kroger. Okay? All right? All right. So I spied on Jim Lee today. He was streaming on Twitch, and that man is just an absolute monster when it comes to doing art. He was working on a Batman piece, of course, because that's his jam. That's what he does. Oh, got it. I didn't know that. I didn't know that the original voice actor died. David Tennant did voice Scrooge in the reboot. I just remember David Tennant in, what was it? Which Harry Potter movie was that? Was Order of the Phoenix, was it? No. I can't remember which one. But I thought he was awful. When he was trying to be, what was the professor's name? I'm horrible with names, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm again losing my nerd card here, but he was awesome in Jessica Jones, though. In the reboot Fright Night, I thought he was hilarious in that. I have watched a couple episodes of the reboot for DuckTales. That was my show back then.
Why are you the way that you are?
It's just I was born that way, man. Caffeine Rush, you need to leave. Alright, so I know I said there's no hard shadows here, but there is. So there's one right here. So we're gonna, oops, we're gonna kind of fill that in. And let me...
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Let's see. Alright, cool. Rip. Alright, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something. Yep, that didn't work. I'm gonna forget I just did that. Let's use the burn tool a little bit. So basically, I'm just trying to get a value, and by value, I just mean a lightness or darkness on this plate. And then I can come in with the details and do some hard like shadows and light effects and stuff like that. But for the most part right now, I'm just trying to get a general lightness or darkness of this thing. That's too much. Let's try this again. Better. And then what I'll do is this thing won't close. All right, man, get off the screen. I almost want this to look like a set of ribs. Not like something that you would eat, like Chili's, but like an actual set of ribs. Haven't decided. Alright, so we're gonna save this because my computer's freaking out real quick. We're gonna close out. We're gonna reopen this because my computer was freaking out. Yeah, it looks so much better.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Let's see. Let's see. All right, come on now. There we go. All right, so let's move on to something else real quick. So we're gonna try something. Now teeth, because they're wet, they have really harsh highlights and really harsh, well, let me back up. When something is wet, like a surface is wet, it's gonna reflect light more intensely than like a fabric or a soft surface, obviously. So in order to do that, actually first, again, I need to get an overall value on these teeth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, because this thing right here and this thing right here are casting a shadow on the inside of these. So what I want to do is come in, actually hold on, come in with the shadow on these. Right now, actually, looks like I didn't color all of it, so let me come back in here. I'm gonna come in and try to recolor this because I didn't color all of it. There's a lot of white in here, so let me get all of it. Oops. All right, so let's try this again. Actually, let me. All right, because I'm zoomed in so much. My computer's freaking out. Alright, let's try this again. Yep, we're gonna try to open that again. Thanks. Appreciate it. Love it. Alright, let me come in here again and we're gonna touch this up. Alright, so now what I was saying was you want to come in on these teeth because this is casting shadow on these teeth, so you want to get an overall value on these teeth, and they're going to be darker than these. And then what we'll do is we'll pull back and just see how it looks. So you can already see it's starting to look more 3D, right? Now if the light is coming this way, then the bottoms of these teeth are going to be in shadow, right? So let's add some of that. Now again, I'm just doing the overall value of these right now, and we'll add the super duper highlights later. And again, the bottom of these teeth are going to be in shadow. You can already see they already look kind of 3D. Alright, so for the high highlights, we'll just add some white.
And his name is John C.
Incredibly loud. What's up, Affinity Bros? How you guys doing? Can somebody shout out the Infinity Bros, please? I would greatly appreciate it. That would be awesome. Alright, so this is a little too white, so I'm actually going to come in here. And I'm gonna actually, alright, so let me go back to this yellow. And then I'll just do a slightly lighter version of that, so it's not too white. There we go, much better. Again, you don't want to go overboard. Yeah, hey. Appreciate it, guys. I think it's Isaac, maybe. If it's not, I appreciate it. I had a lot of fun doing them, and I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Because I would do this anyways, but it's cool having people here. Alright, see, so since the light's coming from over here, we're going to add some highlights right there. That's a little bit much. That's a little much. I'm actually going to come in here with some black because his teeth aren't pointed. Cool. Well, I appreciate it, Robbie. Thanks for stopping in, man. Alright, Chunk. What do you think, man? We'll come in here. Let's just do a little more shadow work on this. So the goal is to make these look 3D, right? So they don't have to be perfect, but they just need to have the illusion of looking 3D, which I think they do. All right. Wow, that's some harsh words, Chunk. Yeah, please stay, man. All right, so I want to work on these eyes a bit. So again, with the eyes, the way that the eye works is it's a sphere, right? So here, let me come in here. So light is coming. Oops. Come on now. Oh. So light is coming this way, which means it hits on this side of the sphere, and it also exits right here. That being said, there's shadow on this side of the eye. So now you're kind of dealing with a 3D sphere.
Love getting prices that are
Kroger, no, no ma'am. Alright, so now you're dealing with more of a 3D sphere, but I did that on the top layer, so I need to redo that. Alright, so let me erase that. Actually, we'll keep the line so you can see where the light's coming from. So light's coming from this way. And there's also some light coming from down here, but I'm not going to worry about that as much. Because Aang is going to be emitting his own light. Alright, so I want a massive highlight on this eye. It's basically a sphere. And then you come in here with the darker color, and it kind of cuts through those highlights. Nope, that's too, because it needs to move with the shape of the eye. And I can come in here with, actually I'm gonna bring it down just a tad. So that's better. So now you look at it. Now when this gets blown up, which it should be right about that size, you can see that the eye has a little bit of dimension. Now I'm going to come in here. I'm going to take this and make it just a tad darker. So basically like that. And then I'm going to make this just a bright white. So now it looks like it's an actual 3D orb. Unfollows everyone. Hey! I got your back, Robbie. I appreciate you. Alright, so again, we'll do the same thing with this eye. Because the light's coming from this way.
I'm a geek. I use my bubbles when I speak. I'm a
Thanks for
freak.
the follow,
Because you
Blazek.
see that for me.
Appreciate it.
I'm unique.
Welcome.
There is only one of me.
Welcome to
I'm
the
complete,
comic
so
book.
I really don't care what you think of me. I'm a geek.
Alright, let's see. Actually, I'm going to come in here with this color again. And then just do a little bit of, oop, no. A little bit of that. A little bit of this. Oh, cool. What's up, Blazek? Again, thanks Chunk, for sending them. Welcome. If you've never been here before, my name is Thomas. I am one half of the Comics and the Cross duo The other half, Cross, is in chat, kind of hanging out. We host a podcast on Sundays from 2 to 4 Eastern Standard Time, just talking about comics and geek stuff. On Monday nights, we do Cross does a gameplay. Right now, he's playing through Kingdom Hearts for the first time, which is pretty funny. And then on Tuesdays, I come on and we do some art. It's called Art of the Hero. So, welcome. Glad you could pop on in. We are working on Chunk's piece that he won in our 12-hour stream. This is a commission piece from me. And it is Oryx, the raid boss from the Taken King from Destiny, fighting Aang, the last airbender. So, yeah, man. We're working on Oryx right now. Trying to make sure his eyes look sweet. Yeah, and that's that. So, welcome. If you would like to choose an avatar, we have that extension in the chat, and you may choose avatar and just hang out with everybody. All right, let's see. All right, so we're going to come in here. We're going to first off turn the music back up. That's a heck. Let me try something. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to come in here and just kind of do, actually I'm going to do the glow later. Alright, let me hide this guy. Alright, I'm trying to figure out what color I want this gem. I have no clue. He doesn't look like he has a gem in his chest. Chunk, are you cool with me just making this whatever color I want to make it? I think I might try to match his skin to some extent. Chunk, thanks for the gifted sub to Blazek. Welcome to the Comic Clan. Everybody throw your Stan Lee head emotes in the chat. Funko Stan, as we so lovingly call him around here. Alright. Actually, we don't call him that. I just made that up. I don't know why I said that. Alright, so we're going to desaturate this just a tad. Actually, no, let's do this side, that color. Alright, and I've never drawn a gem before. So like with water and with things that are shiny, gems have reflective light. So we will try to do that. I can't promise that it's going to turn out that great because I've never drawn a gem before. So this one will be similar to this color, but just slightly darker. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here with some whites and just do kind of like a boop, boop, boop. That's dumb. Sorry. I don't know what that sound effect was. Just do a little bit of rim lighting. Oh, shoot. All right, let's see. There we go. And what we can do is kind of to give this like a, let's try something real quick. There we go. So it looks kind of like it's glowing. Alright. Oh, I don't like that. Because it's going up into his face. So let me try this again. Filter, render, lens flare. Nope, don't like that either. There we go, let's try that. Nope.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Let's see. Alright, so let me try to do it on this layer. See if that works. Because it's I have that layer that I'm coloring Oryx on multiplied down, so whatever I apply applies to all the layers below it. So that might be what's messing it up. Alright, let's try this again. Of course, never mind. Sorry guys, it's not gonna work. Alright, so we're gonna come in here for his head. Just add some harsh highlights. Cool. And then come in here and do a little bit lighter version. Actually, I need to do some hard lighting on this. I like this brush because it's pressure sensitive, so if I press down, it'll give me a thicker line, but if I don't want a thicker line, I can just press down really lightly. Like right here around this curve, I want a super thick line, but then I can like kind of dot it off like that. Right here, and then continue that. And it doesn't have to be, again, I know I say this a lot, but it doesn't have to be perfect because this is an alien, right? So, I mean, let's be honest. So it already looks better. So we're gonna come in here because this is part of his forehead. We're gonna kind of throw a highlight right there. Right there. Actually, it's a little too hardcore. Let me take the brush size down just a tad. There we go. Perfect. Oh, dude, it's all good, man. That's what I have it there for. I want everybody to have fun and just kind of hang out. I'm not liking those lines. Alright, so we're gonna come in here with this, choose a darker color, throw in some dark lines. Actually, let me make it a little lighter. Not that light.
Mozambique!
Mozambique! There we go. There it is. There it is. I don't know why I'm turning my head when I could turn the canvas. Come in here with some of the details.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for
Let's
him.
see.
Love getting prices
No Kroger.
that are lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh.
Sorry for those of you who are not in the know. I do not pay for Spotify, so there's just ads. It is what it is. And I like to listen to music when I draw, so we'll just deal with it for right now, and eventually, hopefully, maybe someday I'll be able to pay for Spotify. Alright, let's see. So we're gonna come in here, throw some just shadows, and kind of pull shadows back into here a little bit. I want his face to look like craggly, you know? I don't even know if that's a word, but the craggle. Love that movie. Nope, that didn't work. Never mind. All right. We'll take a break in a minute, and I'll show you guys a pair of shoes that I'm working on, which I'm really excited about. This is starting to look really cool, man. This is the most intense thing I think I've ever done in Photoshop, because it keeps shutting my Photoshop down. Alright, so I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna lighten up his neck just a tad, especially on the sides. Come on now. There we go. Because that's where the light's coming in. Same over here. There we go. So Hopefully everybody is having a good Tuesday night. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. So I'm just about done with this face. I'm gonna just come in here and just maybe make this a tad bit darker. Not like that though. Like that. All right, let's go for the shadows. Oops. The shadows. So I'm gonna come in here just really softly. So I'll take this down to like a 30-ish, really softly, and kind of punch in some of these shadows. So even though I have the harsh shadows, there's still some shadow, like lingering shadow from these things, because this mask kind of overlaps his face. And you have a cast shadow, which is like the really harsh shadow, but then you have the diffused shadow, which the further something is away from another object, the shadow that it casts is more dissipated. So yeah, that looks better. So we'll come down here and do the same thing right here. Oh, that's super close. So let's do a little bit of a dodge. Not too much, just enough to indicate. That's a little much. That's what I did not want. There we go. Alright, come in here again and punch these even more. So actually I'm gonna do like a cast shadow right here. No, that looks not great. Dude, I appreciate it, Chunk. Thanks, man. Means a lot, dude. I'm glad you like it. So come in here, punch some of these darks up, especially this one. No, it's distracting. So let's see. All right, I think for the most part, I want to say I'm done with Oryx. Now I'm going to do another layer because I want to see if I can get some of this glow, like a glow of his eye. So what I'm going to do is get a really soft brush and take the exposure down a lot. Oop, no, I want this. Alright, so exposure. Stop. Why do you keep switching? Alright, this is frustrating. No. Alright, sorry guys. Oh, there we go. Alright, so take the flow down to like 20 something %. There we go. So that's what I'm looking for. That kind of glow to his eyes. Boom. I want him to kind of glow. And now what you can do is you can come in here with a really harsh brush and kind of indicate that glow, the reflective lighting on some of these pieces of armor, which I don't know why it's not doing it. Oh, okay, that's why. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it, man. Oh, no, whoa. All right, so I want to come in here. No, that's too much. So I'm gonna go back to the soft brush, but since my
You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.
That's too much. So let me basically like that is what I'm looking for. It doesn't need to be over everything. I just want it to be on. Basically like that, and then it would go on the top of his eye too. I don't want it to go. I don't want it to be nuts. Like just a indication. Toss the coin to your Nitro. It's hilarious. So right here. So the eye would basically bounce off this ridge. You really gotta think 3D when you're doing this stuff, especially when you're playing with light. Just do a teeny bit right here, teeny bit right there, maybe down here a little bit. There's some edge lighting. Again, you don't want to, I'm not trying to go nuts here. I'm just trying to get an indication. And this is what makes a painting look. You can look at something and be like, oh, that looks cool. But when you add realistic lighting effects to it, you're like, holy crap. That looks like it's going to come out of the painting. And it's legitimately, it's all about how you light the subject. So now we can see that we got some glowy. I might have gone a little overboard, but I don't think it looks that bad. Actually, I'm going to do a little bit more, but I'm going to take the opacity down so I can carry it out a little bit more. Yeah, much better. That's what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Perfect. So for this, yeah, how is everyone doing tonight? All right, cool. I think that's good. Actually, I'm gonna come in here with the burn tool. Just darken these up just a tad more. I don't know why I was using the mouse. Much better.
Want to know the secret to making sure everything at Kroger is fresh?
Nope.
Secret.
Thanks, Caffeine Rush. I want to finish the last couple things for my Platinum Control. Chunk, do you have, like, what's your vision, if you don't mind me asking? Because the reason I ask is because I have 20/20 minor, which means I have to wear glasses, but like I don't actually need them for stuff. But if I'm driving, it helps. Like, it just crisps everything up. So, and my eyes never change. Like,
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
they haven't changed for like 5 years. So, oh, no wonder. I was like, why isn't this working? All right, let's turn the opacity up. That's why. Nope. Don't like that. Don't like that. Alright, so I don't have it on a pressure sensitive brush, which is frustrating. So let's find one. And you can tell it's pressure sensitive because it has that little point. So one thing that I love about Photoshop, if my Wacom doesn't keep freaking out, so you can see like if I'm not pressing hard at all, and then I press down and I come back up. So this is really good, like if you're an inker, if you can keep a steady hand. Like if I can go like to like 50% smoothing. So it's pretty cool. That's a little much. That's a little much. No, it's all good, dude. Some of these sound alerts scare the crap out of me. Alright, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna start working on Aang. And I think I'm gonna start working on his head first. And what I'm gonna do is, let me see. I've got to close this line. And I'm actually going to pull colors directly from a reference photo for Aang because I want to make sure that I got the colors right for his skin tone. But we're going to do a glow effect with him as well. Because since he's in avatar form, his eyes are going to be glowing. So let me find a picture of Aang. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to do, I use the eyedropper tool. Let me merge this layer down. We use the eyedropper tool so we can get his skin tone. Alright, I'm gonna actually come in and multiply this layer, so. Alright, sorry guys, hold on. I'll multiply this layer. That way I can color and it'll go under the line work, And I'm going to take the smoothing down because it's bugging me. It's slowing down my brush stroke, so. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the background in these yet. But I don't want it to distract from Aang. So whatever it is, it's going to be super minimum, or minimalist, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Alright, so and then we'll do the dropper tool again for his head. And while we're at it, we might as well color the other stuff for Avatar as well. And I'll come in here like I did with Oryx and retouch up everything. Oops. You're very nearsighted. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that means. I always get those confused. Oops. This is what I meant to do. Alright, let me create a new layer. And we'll multiply it again so we can kind of do the same thing we did. Because I want the colors to kind of be uniform. I'm trying to remember if Aang has stuff on his shoulder. Aang. Shirt off. I'm going to get some weird results with this. So no, he doesn't. It goes down his back. He doesn't have any on the side of his shoulder. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. Oop. Do the eyedropper tool again. Come back up. We'll color him in. And then we'll add, I'm not going nuts with the shadows on Aang because he's lighting himself from within with his avatar state. So the shadows are going to be kind of washed out. I am going to do some, I'm just not going to go overboard with them. And they're going to be very harsh, like very one directional. Is Caleb still here, Mountain Nerds?
You're breathtaking.
No, you're breathtaking.
You're all breathtaking.
Thanks for the breathtaking sound alert, Snow Spider. Hope you are doing well, sir. Hope the Spider-Man piece is treating you well. Alright, now, once we're done with this, we're going to come in. I know it doesn't look like much right now. I know it doesn't. But we'll come back in And we'll start adding some shadows and background and stuff in it. It'll be sweet. I wonder if I've been unmodded again. No, you're good. Watson, we would never unmod you. Unless you get sassy again. How's it going, Watson? Somebody shout out Co-op Trio, please. If it has not already been done. We love you guys. How the cats doing, man? Thanks, Cross. Oh my gosh. Y'all are ridiculous. Alright. I'm toying with the idea of painting these backgrounds black, but I don't know if that's gonna look that great. So actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I feel like this is way too complicated. So no, I'm gonna keep it like it is. Nope. Remember, backseat photoshopping is allowed, so if you see I'm doing something that right now I realize that there's many easier ways to do this, but kind of in the rhythm right now. If you see anything like awful that I'm doing, I am not an expert in Photoshop, so feel free to correct me, man, or woman, and we'll see what's up. Why not the bucket tool? So the way that I have this laid out, Watson, is if I did the bucket tool, it would fill the whole area. Because this is an open border, so I have it in layers. I have this border basically, and then I have the open drawing. So, and I need to keep it that way because I'm going to add a background to it. Alright, you know what? I said I would do it if you guys suggested it, so let's do it. Layer the hands. Alright, let's try it. Nope. Let me rasterize this real quick. That's why it's doing that. So let's merge the layers. Nope. Merge this down. There we go. Now merge that down. Nope. Let's take the multiply off. Oh, that's why. Yeah, I can't. Alright, so I'll do it on other stuff that I color because I've already colored over the lines and everything. It won't let me do it. But after I color in his hands, I will do it. The only thing is I need to keep the line drawing for the hands because I don't want to color over the line drawing, if that makes sense. I guess I can make a copy of the layer. All right, we'll see once we get to that point. Hope your day is going good, Watson. I know you're having a rough week last week, I think. Or a rough day, at least. So, hope you're doing better, man. Duplicate the layer. Okay.
Love getting prices that are lower
No,
than low
Kroger.
on food that's fresh.
Alright, so that... Let me come in here real quick. I think this is... Oh, yeah, that's it. So we'll come in here with Aang's body next.
I'm a geek. I use my bubbles when I speak. I'm a
Thanks
freak.
for the follow,
Because you can see that
Marco
for me. I'm unique.
Kustich.
There is only one
Appreciate
of me.
it.
I'm complete, so I
Welcome
really
to the
don't care
Comic
what you
Lane.
think of me. I'm a geek.
This is the way. I don't have a cool thing to hold up, but alright, let me come in here. I'm gonna erase some of these stray lines because I'm not a huge fan of them. Plus it looks pretty bad. 28 years of struggle. Create a layer mask. I might need your help with that, Snow Spider. I know nothing of layer masks. I think I've used them before, but I'm a novice when it comes to that. Man, this is really yucky. Sorry you're having a bad week, man, Watson. Hope it gets better for you, bro. Sorry, I should have done this off stream. I didn't realize it was this messy in here. Alright, so this doesn't have to be perfect. I know I say that a lot, but I definitely want to erase that though. Because I am going to be lighting this dude, Avatar Aang, with a soft luminous light. So, alright, so I will try your trick. Nope. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm gonna fill this in with black. And then the blue from the color. In here with black, finish that off. There we go. Alright, see what color his shorts are. Nice, love it. It's starting to look good. Alright, so I'm gonna hide these real quick because I got the base colors down. Actually, let me try this. There we go. Nope. So I'm going to take this and these two and take the opacity down just so I can see what I'm doing with Aang. Alright. Nope. Alright, so let's come in here with this. I don't like all these different colors. I need to keep it somewhat simple. Here we go. Nope. Alright, so right now, if anybody just joined, I'm just working on the Avatar body portion of this drawing. I'm just laying down just the main colors, and then I'll come in with some of the shadows and add some lighting effects And then I think I'm pretty much almost done. Oops. Alright, so that's going to be the overall gist of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this. I'll take the opacity back up. We're going to work on some textures for Oryx. But first, I need to use a restroom. So I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Thanks for the lurks, No Spider. Alright, so we're going to come in here and we're going to play with some textures on Oryx. Let me pull some of these up that I have saved. Alright, so I really like this leather skin, this rhino skin. But what we're going to do is we are going to make it a black and white. So we can come in here, select all, copy. Nope, I don't want to duplicate. Select all, copy. And we're going to lay it over his wings and this middle part of his face. Alright, so let's move it a little bit. And let's transform, scale. We'll scale it just a tad. We're going to copy it. Copy and paste. Paste. And we're going to flip this. Rotate. And there we go. Alright, now I know it doesn't look like much right now, but what I'm going to do is merge these two layers, and then what we can do is we'll do a multiply. And then we will lighten it up just a tad, and you can see the really cool effects in here, in the actual wing part. So, let's come in here and erase some of this. See, this is really cool. You can see almost like the rhino skin on his wings. That's what I was going for. I don't want it on this portion. So now if you pull back, you can see it's almost like a baddie type wing, you know? Alright, so let's come in here and erase all this texture, so we don't need it on him right now. Oops, that was a little too ambitious. Come on now. All right, so I know I kind of talked about this last week. I guess this is kind of like a cheat code, because you could just apply, you could sit here for hours and draw texture like this, or you could find a texture reference photo that you really like and apply it to a specific area. So that's what I'm doing right now. Some people would frown upon that, and I get it. I get it, but that's what we're gonna do right now. So, no, I didn't want to do that. So we are going to scale this a bit. And then multiply that down. Actually, we're going to lighten this again, just like we did with the other ones. See, I'm going to move this over. Brighten it just a tad more. Thanks, Chunk. Oh, Watson, I appreciate it, man. I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic or not, but I appreciate it. All right, so come in here. Just erase it on the mask portion.
Want to know the secret to making sure everything at Kroger is fresh?
Nope, I don't. And I don't have to, again, I know I said this like 40 million times, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to erase every single ounce of this because you know, sometimes it'll add character. Like I'm gonna leave this stuff up here because I like it. It looks cool. Let me come up in here and remove this. Yeah, cool. Oops. Nope, didn't want that. Didn't mean to do that. What just happened? There we go. I was like, what the heck? All right, so I'm gonna take this layer and I'm going to lasso. There it is. There it is, folks. Actually, I like this so much that I'm gonna put it over here. But I'm gonna have to delete some of this. Some of this right here. It's like overlapping a bit. And I'm not liking this up here. I don't want all of this up here. Delete some of this, maybe not all of it. Alright, so now we have texture on his wings. Texture on his face a little bit. I'm going to lighten it up just a tad. Maybe add some contrast. Yes, Locke. What's up, man? Alright, so now I have a metal texture that I don't think is that big. Hey, what's up, Isaac? Thanks for the lurk, bro. Okay, man. I get it. I get it, man. Go do you. Get your beauty sleep. Alright. We are going to scale this, and we're going to make it just ginormous. And it doesn't need to go all the way down because this armor doesn't go all the way down. And then what we can do is we can do a multiply. See, now you see what I'm trying to go for. So If we just lighten that up, add a little bit of contrast. See you a lot. It's alright, man. It's all good. Alright, so let me come in here and just erase all this. So now we have kind of like a metal texture on his armor, almost. So let's name this layer armor texture. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish this tonight. Skin texture. Alright, I'm going to take a break real quick. I want to show you guys something I've been working on. Some of you guys have asked about the shoes that I do. So I do shoes. I paint shoes. I do like custom shoes. Like, I don't know, I can do color swaps. But a lot of people do specific theme shoes. Like I have a pair of Dragon Ball Z shoes. And stuff like that. Right now, I'm working on a pair for myself. A pair of Air Force Ones. Let me switch the camera real quick. So, as I discussed earlier, I'm a huge fan of Krillin. So, I prepped the shoe. I took the swoosh off. Took the stitch out and cut the swoosh off. And I'm painting Krillin on the side. And I'm going to be doing the shadow and stuff like that. I'm going to do a color fade from like a navy blue to an orange. I'll do his forehead dots on here. I'll have different color shoestrings and a cool little Dubray that holds the laces. I'm going to do also some character stuff on the inside as well. And I got this cool little blue bottom. Here's the other one I was working on. I'm really excited about these. I'm not done painting him, outlining him rather. So, but I'll be putting some more of Krillin on the inside. And these are mine, man. I'm really stoked about these. I think they're turning out pretty cool. But all right, let's go back to the screen share. All right, I think Oryx is pretty much done. Let me try to do that lens flare again. Render lens flare. I don't like that. Let me try it. Nope. Great. Thanks, Marco. Appreciate it, man. Oh no. My Photoshop crashed. You've got to be kidding me. This is why you save your work, ladies and gentlemen. Thankfully, it recovered, so let's go ahead and save this. Dude, if that didn't save any of those changes that I made, I would have been pissed. Alright, so let's try this again. Let's try that lens flare again, shall we? Filter, render, lens flare. So we're going to pull it down here. Oh, sweet. I can change the direction of the lighting. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, let's do this. Yeah, right, auto recovery. See you kind of smallish. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, I like that. Oh, it didn't save the... Oh, there we go. Oh, I must have colored the hands in the... Whatever. Alright, alright, Aang side. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the background on these. Let me see if I have any textures that I want to use. Let's unlock this layer. Let's change the color balance too. Let's make it a little more blue and a little less saturated. And then let's flip it. Nope, that's not what I want. I want to flip the whole image. There we go. But this might not work, but I just want to try it real quick. Because it's got to contrast with what we have already. So come in here. Actually, you know what? Before I do any of this, I need to work on the shadows of these fools. Actually, you know what I can do? I can do a gradient fill. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, I like the gradient fill, but I need to do a dark. Alright, so let me look. Ooh, I love that. Dude, that looks sick. Love it. All right, I love that. All right, so now let's do the hands. Really? Alright, this is frustrating. I think it's making me close the loop on this. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, maybe I've got to do this. Let's Let's merge these. Try this again. Okay. Huge fan of that. There we go. Let's try this.
Love getting prices that are lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh? Then shop at Kroger. We give you more ways to save on the fresh you love with tools like the Kroger app, where you can find personalized coupons on top of weekly sales, giving you prices.
Nobody
that are
cares,
lower than-
Kroger. Alright, then I need to add another layer. And we're going to group these for Aang's body. Then on this layer, I'm going to have it multiplied down. Actually, I'm going to have it under this layer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to do a soft brush. And I'm going to attempt to do basically like that. I want him like emanating light. That's what I'm looking for. All right, man. All right. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to do another layer on top of this layer. I don't like that. We're getting to the point where the last like 5% is going to take almost as long as the previous 90%. So, all right, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. So I'm going to start pulling in some shadows. So let me No, I don't want a soft brush. I need a hard brush. But I need a pressure sensitive brush. Nope. There we go. Alright, I don't want it that dark. Let me save it because it's being dumb. me copy this, paste another layer. So basically, right now I'm coming in and just punching in some shadows for his face. Really? I'll come in with some black and get these lines a little straighter. Let me zoom in just a tad more. Hope everybody is having a good evening. Love you too, Watson. You bouncing? There we go. I like it. Nope. I need to work on how I layer my stuff. I think I just make it harder on myself for no reason. Alright, so that is what I want that to look like. Alright, I don't know exactly how I want to shade the hands. Let's see. Alright, so let me actually go to the hand layer. Assuming that's not the right color. Why is that the color? It's weird. Come on now. Really? Why we gotta change color, dude? If you haven't watched Avatar The Last Airbender, drawing this making you want to watch it. I have seen it. It's one of my wife's favorites. So, but yeah, it's definitely what makes me want to watch it again. We watched Korra not too long ago actually. We've seen Avatar at least 3 times together, like the whole series. We've seen Korra at least twice, I think. Avatar is way better than Korra. But that being said, I think Avatar and Korra have some of the best, most fluid animation of any cartoon. It's mostly animated by Koreans, by a team of Koreans. But yeah, that's just in case you wanted to know that. Useless information. Matter of fact, Koreans are responsible for animating quite a few comic book properties as well, like the animated movies. In general, they're incredibly fast, and they get the movement of a human figure really well. It's like reminiscent of like old school Disney. I feel like I've had this conversation in here before, but there's nothing like old school Disney animation. It's just amazing. Like how they capture the movement of the human figure, the intricacies of just the most simple movements. Yeah, I don't know. I just found Korra, the actual character Korra, I found her incredibly annoying, in my opinion. That being said, the story was compelling. Yeah. And let's copy this, paste another one up, and then color down here again. Let's try this again. Oops. I would say, Chunk, we probably have another 3 hours on this. Maybe 2. So, probably not going to finish it tonight. I might finish it off stream so we can probably start on Caleb's next week. But I will definitely show it to everyone next week. I'll try to finish it off stream so we can show it. Ooh, my favorite episode of Korra barely has her in it. Yeah, I might be in the minority in that, and I'm okay with it. But even my wife says she's annoying. And it has nothing to do with like the girl power, like, oops. Oh, come on, man, with the, this is frustrating. I don't know why it keeps changing colors. Stop changing colors.
We play for bravery. We play for big hearts in tiny bodies. We play for the fighter within. We play for life reclaimed, disease in remission, stories rewritten. We're Children's Hospital of Richmond at VCU, and we nurture the champion in every child.
Sorry, I know there's a commercial, but
that threaten them.
all right.
And we play to win.
Alright, so I'm getting the shadows on Aang. I'm liking them. Let me save it. So I'm liking how it's turning out so far. I might tone down this background a little bit. Let me try something. Let's do a gradient tool, and let's that's weird. Actually, let me see something. So if I come in here and do this, and this, and this, and that, and then drop it in, will that work? No, I need it darker, like that. Let me see. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Alright, Chunk, we're almost done. But I think I'm gonna call it tonight, because I can't get through much more of this without it taking hours. So yeah. Yep, I think we're good, guys. So I guess for everybody who came out tonight, I really appreciate it. Your support means a ton to us. for the couple of follows and the 1 sub. Chunk, thank you for the gifted sub. Really appreciate it. Alright guys, thanks again, and just remember, it's a great week to be a geek. If you can, hang out and raid the Infinity Bros and blow up their chat with the raid emoticons. Cool. Thanks everybody. Have a good night.